Mr. Willis, what brings you in the courtroom today?
I have been wondering for a long time about whether these children, we have 3 children, whether they're mine or not, they're all so ugly and they don't look like me. I'm a real handsome dude and these kids look like they come right off the street.
Okay, Mrs. Willis.
Yes.
I mean, y'all have been together for a long time. What is your take on it?
We've been together for over 50 years.
Wow, 50 years. And you sitting in front of me today.
And I married a man, I mean, is he anything to look at?
I mean, he must have been. You've been with him long enough now.
Well, I married him for his personality, not his looks.
Ooh, well, some personality here.
And he says my kids aren't good looking. Well, ugly men make ugly children, honey. These are your kids.
Welcome, everyone. Today we have a story that's almost too wild to believe. Mr. Willis and his wife of 50 years are in court because he believes their 3 kids can't possibly be his, on account of them being too ugly for his handsome genes. Right away you can sense the humor and the heartbreak. He's calling the children unattractive and she's firing back. Let's see how the internet is reacting.
She married him for his personality, but now his personality just walked out the door with a younger woman.
This commenter's highlighting the irony of it all. Early on, Mrs. Willis says she only married him for his personality, yet after decades of marriage, we find out he's ready to leave. It's a reminder for men, don't rely on witty charm alone to hold a relationship together if deeper issues like trust and fidelity aren't addressed.
You know, one time I came home and I pulled in the front driveway and I saw this car down the street take off because somebody came out the back door.
It was the repairman. I told you the washing machine was broken.
You told me it was the postman.
No, that was the other time.
Mrs. Willis, I mean, so do he have any, is it any doubt in your mind that these kids, all 3 of them, not 1, not 2, but all 3 of them is not his?
They're his kids. I mean.
All right, Mr. Willis, now do you hope these kids are yours?
Yeah, I mean, even though they're ugly, because if they weren't mine, I would have just been pissing my money away all these years.
These are the sort of red flags men fear. There's a swirling cloud of suspicious stories. A repairman, a postman, maybe even a milkman in the shadows. Mrs. Willis keeps giving contradictory explanations, but she flatly insists all 3 kids are Mr. Willis's. Let's take a look at another real comment.
She married him for his personality, but now his personality just walked out the door with a younger woman.
Yes, it's the same observation repeated. Clearly, many folks are stuck on the comedic point that she claimed to marry him for personality rather than looks. But after half a century, that so-called personality is fed up and apparently has a new companion. For men, this underscores a key lesson. You can be comedic and fun, but if the foundation of trust is shaky, the entire relationship can unravel, no matter how many years you've put in.
Taking care of those little brats.
Okay.
That's, you know, I don't get this, because if I was going to fool around while you were gone, don't you think I would have picked some good-looking men that look better than you do?
No.
Okay, all right. Who brought y'all here today? What brought y'all here?
Well, he did. He watches this crap on TV. He said, I want to go to one of those courtrooms and prove that these brats aren't mine. I don't think they're brats. I think they're wonderful kids. And I don't think they're ugly.
So
But-
that
Well, you know, I've seen all these great results, and I want to prove it because if they aren't mine, I've had it.
you had.
What
So
do you mean
done.
you had it?
prepared.
Wait a minute. We've been together over 50 years, and you're going to walk out the door. Look, you won't even look at me.
I got a nice young lady waiting out there.
Wait. So you prepare. So you telling me after 50 years you gonna walk with this young lady you claim you got waiting in the bushes somewhere, but you talked about her with the milkman and the plumber and everybody else, but you got this young thing waiting on you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We need some.
Sure.
We're gonna have to get down to the bottom of this, and I mean fast at this point.
I got to cover myself.
Cover yourself.
Oh.
Seemed like you should have been covering back then and not right now.
You know, if you'd stayed home, you wouldn't have this question in your mind.
I had too much fun not staying home.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? I'm not finna keep going back and forth. I'm finna go ahead and get down to these results. All right, guys, I got these results in my hand. Is there any final words that you wanna get out before I read these results?
I don't know why we're here. We've been together all this time. You traveled a lot. You think I was fooling around. I think you were probably fooling around when you were on the road.
That's
I
not
bet
true.
there's some ugly kids out there that belong to you.
I don't want these kids around me if they're not mine.
Honey, you've raised them.
Well, yeah.
Don't you love them? I mean, you call them ugly. This is just...
They get in my way.
Oh,
this is just wrong. This is just wrong.
You know what? I done had a time in here with you guys today, and I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all out my hair.
Yeah, tell them they're my kids. I mean, they're your kids.
All right. The results reads as follow. First child, Mr. Willis, you are not the father.
That's what I figured.
No. Oh, that's good.
Mrs.
No,
Willis.
that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Second child,
That's got to be. It's a mistake.
Mr. Willis, you are not the father.
You are reading someone else's file. This can't be true.
I have a mailman and a plumber.
Oh my God! Oh, wait! No, hey!
I'm sorry.
Words.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I just.
Child 3, Mr. Willis. I pray and I hope.
Please.
But you are not the father. Oh my God!
Honey, I love you. Don't leave me. You love those kids.
Thank you, Honor. I will see you around. I told you those kids were ugly.
You're ugly.
They don't look.
You're ugly. That's why they're ugly.
They look just like the mailman.
The final bombshell. All 3 kids are confirmed not to be his. Mr. Willis has apparently spent decades raising someone else's children, and now he's ready to make his exit. Mrs. Willis is furious, calling him ugly in response, but the DNA results speak for themselves. Let's check out more viewer perspectives.
Is he anything to look at? I married him for his personality. She knew it wasn't his. I feel so sad for him. How's he going to replace those years? Pure wickedness.
This viewer points out that for him, it might not be easy to just move on. He could be well into his senior years. Replacing those decades might not be possible. Yet the heartbreak here goes beyond wasted years. The real pain is discovering your entire paternal identity was built on a lie. For men in similar situations, that's a psychologically crushing experience.
All 3 children, that's crazy. And the man might be 80.
That's the final gut punch. We're dealing with a man who may be in his 70s or 80s, thinking he had a certain family. Then in one courtroom session, it all unravels. For older men, the financial, emotional, and family toll can be monumental. The hardest part, he lost decades of honesty and feels humiliated in front of the world. So what do we learn here? First, that consistent, truthful communication is non-negotiable in a marriage, no matter how many decades pass. Second, ugly or not ugly is an insulting metric to base paternity suspicion on. Yet, ironically, it nudged him to discover a deeper betrayal. Third, always confirm you share the same moral foundation with your partner, especially if you suspect infidelity. 50 years is a long time to invest in someone who might be building a separate life behind your back. At the end of the day, men, protect yourselves. That doesn't mean be paranoid, but be aware that personality alone can't fix fundamental deception. This comedic but tragic scenario highlights how quickly illusions can collapse under DNA test results. If you found value in this story or a lesson you can apply to your own relationships, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, drop a comment with your thoughts, and share it with a friend who needs to see just how wild things can get in a 50-year marriage. Stay vigilant, stay true to yourself, and remember, trust is earned, not assumed. Thanks for watching.